US forbids British courts from operating on British soil citing security concerns. The US government has prevented a British court hearing from occurring on British land. The BBC was scheduled to attend a hearing this week at the British Indian Ocean Territories (BIOT) Supreme Court regarding the legality of detaining a group of migrants on the island of Diego Garcia. Access to the island is severely limited, and it is home to a covert UK-US military installation. The BBC learns that last Monday, the US revoked permission for the attorneys representing the migrants and the BBC to enter the island, stating that it would not provide transportation, lodging, or food to anyone arriving for the hearing until its concerns were resolved. The court shared with the BBC an order abandoning the hearing late on Thursday night, hours before flights for the first stage of the journey were scheduled to depart from the UK. The UK is currently holding a hearing to decide what will happen next. In 1965, Britain annexed the Chagos Islands, of which Diego Garcia is a part, from its former colony of Mauritius. It then forced its more than 1,000 residents to leave in order to create room for the military installation. The US was granted permission to occupy the region for 50 years at first, and then for a further 20 years under agreements made in 1966. The BIOT website states that the agreement was subsequently rolled over in 2016 and is currently scheduled to expire in 2036. Although it is run out of London, BIOT is said to be constitutionally distinct from the United Kingdom. The United Nations top court has declared that the UK's administration of the territory is unlawful and must cease. Mauritius, which gained independence from the UK in 1968, insists that the islands are its own. The US controls the majority of the island's workers and resources, including most of the restaurants, shops, and transportation and lodging options. For security concerns, the US military commander has the authority to deny access to areas under US military control or operation. The specifics of the security concerns brought up by the US are unclear, but it is believed they are mostly related to a site visit that was planned to take place as part of the hearing and encompass the migrant camp, as well as multiple other areas of the island. According to BIOT's official website, only those with connections either to the military facility or to the territory's administration are allowed to access the islands. Diego Garcia has been referred to as a crucial US strategic location. 2 B-52 bombers were sent there for training earlier this year. US aircraft have been dispatched from the site to strike Iraq and Afghanistan in recent decades. Refueling flights from rendition aircraft made landfall on the territory in 2002, the UK government has confirmed, but reports that it was ever used to detain and question terror suspects have been refuted by former CIA Director Mike Hayden. In October 2021, a large group of Tamils from Sri Lanka arrived on the island and filed the first asylum requests on BIOT. There are still about 60 individuals there, including at least 16 children, as intricate legal disputes are waged about their future. Tents are provided for them in a fenced-in camp under the watchful eye of private security firm G4S. After attempting suicide, some have been transported to Rwanda for medical care, while those whose claims were approved are awaiting placement in a safe third country. After visiting the camp in late 2018, United Nations representatives stated that the conditions there constituted to arbitrary confinement. The Foreign Office has previously informed the BBC that it is working tirelessly to process the migrants' claims for protection and to find a suitable third country for those whose claims are upheld, and that the island is unsuitable for migrants to dwell on. It stated earlier this year that the welfare and safety of migrants on BIOT has always been our top priority.